bringing Israel to the world. This is IBN News.
With News of Israel, I'm Susan Michaels. Gideon Sa'ar from the ruling Conservative Party has openly challenged Likud's chief, Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. As Netanyahu fights for political survival and with pending corruption indictment, Sa'ar's shameless act against the long-serving leader of Israel has placed him as Likud's leading candidate to replace the Prime Minister. A former aide and senior cabinet minister under Netanyahu, the 52-year-old Sa'ar has been considered a rising star in Likud, one who follows its leader. But if neither Netanyahu nor Gantz can form a coalition, a majority of lawmakers could, in theory, choose an alternative as prime minister. Many see Sa'ar as the politician most able to win such support. Others have shown interest in heading the party if Netanyahu voluntarily steps aside, but Sa'ar is the only one who doesn't plan to wait until that happens. Some of U.S. President Donald Trump's closest allies in Congress are strongly criticizing the president after his sudden decision to pull back U.S. troops from northern Syria. South Carolina Senator Lindsey Graham warned that the move would open the door further to Iran's regional aspirations and ended up being a nightmare for Israel. Graham, who is usually a close ally of the president, tweeted, "By abandoning the Kurds, we have sent the most dangerous signal possible. America is an unreliable ally, and it's just a matter of time before China, Russia, Iran, and North Korea act out in dangerous ways. The U.S. now has no leverage with Syria and will eventually become a nightmare for Israel." Trump responded, defending his decision, "I held off this fight for almost 3 years, but it is time for us to get out of these ridiculous, endless wars and bring our soldiers home." And just before Yom Kippur, protocols have been released by the IDF archive at the Defense Ministry, showing that during the 1973 Yom Kippur War, Israel's military leaders feared that the conflict could lead to the destruction of the state. The war began on the holiest day of the Jewish year, and Egypt's President Anwar Sadat and Syrian President Hafez Assad both believed that striking the Jewish state on its most sacred day would be detrimental to IDF morale. I'm Susan Michaels.
IBN, Israel Broadcast Network.